Kirsnick Karibal, also known as Takeoff, was born June 18, 1994. He was raised by his mother, along with family members Quavo and Offset. He started making beats and developing rhythms in the 7th grade, but did not start producing music professionally until 2011. Along with fellow family members Quavo and Offset, Takeoff began rapping in 2008. The group initially performed under the stage name Polo Club, but eventually changed their name to Migos. The group released their first full-length project, a mixtape titled Jug Season, on August 25, 2011. They followed with the mixtape No Label, on June 1, 2012. Migos initially rose to prominence after the release of their single Versace, in 2013. In 2014, the group would find themselves beefing with Chief Keef and his GBE crew. Where the beef stemmed from has never been clear, but it's resulted in death threats from Fredo Santana and Quavo getting his chain snatched while performing at a club in D.C. Keef later posted a photo of Quavo's chain on Instagram, adding fuel to the fire that he was behind the snatching. Groups ultimately squashed their beef and posted a picture together. Their debut studio album, Young Rich Nation, was released in July 2015, and peaked at number 17 on the Billboard 200. Migos achieved their first #1 single in 2016 with Bad and Bougie, featuring Lil Uzi Vert, peaking on the Billboard Hot 100 during the week of January 21, 2017. In 2022, the group ultimately went their separate ways after rumors of betrayal and rifts. Quavo and Takeoff released a collaborative album titled Only Built for Infinity Links on October 7, 2022. On November 1, 2022, Takeoff was shot 3 times in the torso and head and was killed outside of a bowling alley in Houston, Texas, located inside the Green Street commercial development. He and about 40 people gathered outside the bowling alley after a private party ended there around 1 a.m. according to Houston news reports. An argument between Quavo and another individual from mob ties occurred, which led to Quavo's friend pulling out his gun. An individual from mob ties then pulled out his weapon once they saw a gun drawn. It is unclear who fired the first shot, but gunfire erupted and that's when Takeoff was struck. Quavo had posted a video earlier in the night in which he had been driving around Houston with James Prince Jr., who was celebrating his father's birthday. In a statement, Takeoff's record label said that he was killed by a stray bullet, and Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said that he did not believe Takeoff to be the intended target. A nurse who lived near the bowling alley heard the shots and ran to the scene. She checked the rapper's pulse, but at the time of her arrival, he was already dead. On November 26, 2022, 22-year-old Joshua Cameron, also known as Lil Cam, was detained in Houston. On December 2, 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark was detained. The police believe it was Clark's shot that killed Takeoff. On November 10, Takeoff's private commemoration was held. On November 11, Takeoff's celebration of life was held at the State Farm Arena. Free tickets were offered for the event and eventually sold out. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Gone but never forgotten.